Good day, grade 9. So let's proceed to our next topic, which is all about operations of radicals. So in this lesson, you must perform operations of radicals such as first, adding and subtracting similar and dissimilar radicals. And ang pangalawa po is multiplying or dividing radicals. So when you are still in grade 7 or grade 8, adding and subtracting radical expression is almost similar on how to add and on how to subtract similar terms in polynomials. For example, sa polynomials natin, 3a plus 2a that is equal to 5a. So just add the two numerical coefficient and then attach po natin yung variable na kasama. So this one is an example of similar polynomials or similar terms. So radicals, same with this one. The procedure is almost the same. Just add if the given radicand and the index of the given radical are the same, so just add the numerical coefficient. So 3 square root of a plus 2 square root of a is equal to, just add 3 and 2, that is 5 is square root of 5. So this one is also an example of like radicals. So here are the different examples of like radicals and unlike radicals. So first, let's have the like radicals. Like radicals is square root of a and is square root of a. Negative 2 square root of 3x and also 3x. 6 the cube root of y square and negative 7 the cube root of y square. And let's proceed to unlike radicals. Is cube root of a and is square root of a. Radicand is the same, which is a, but yung index po nila, yung isa is cube root, yung isa naman is square root. So that is the reason why they are called unlike radicals. Is square root of x and is square root of 3x. So the radicand is x and the other one is 3x. Next, 6 times the cube root of x squared and negative 7 the cube root of y squared. So these are the different examples of what like radicals and unlike radicals. So radicals are similar if it has the same radicand and index. So examples, square root of 5, negative square root of 5, 3 square root of 5. Same po ang kanilang index. And radicand, square root is square root is square root. 5, 5, 5. Okay? And pag sinabi naman natin radicals are unlike or dissimilar if the radicand are not the same and or the index are also different. For example, square root of 5 is square root of 6. Parehas sila ng index pero pagkaiba sila ng radicand. So, next is square root of 5, cube root of 5. So, though the radicals have the same radicand, but the index are different. Dito naman sa pangalawa, the index are the same, but the radicand are different. They are called unlike or dissimilar radicals. So let's proceed on how to add and subtract radicals. On how to add and subtract radicals, just combine the radicals. Combine the coefficients of the radicals. So simplify its expression. Let's have here our example. The 4 is square root of 2 plus is square root of 2 minus 2 is square root of 2. So in this case po, meron po tayong 1 po dyan. 1, which is the numerical coefficient. So, ang gagawin natin, kunin po natin lahat ng kanyang numerical coefficient. Meron tayong 4, 1, negative 2. So, ito po ang mga numerical coefficient natin. And then, square root of 2. Kasi kung mapapansin ninyo, same lang ang kanyang mga radicand. And also, or like, ito po ay isang example ng like radicals. So just copy, then simplify. 4 plus 1, 5 minus 2, that is 3 square root of 2. So our final is 3 square root of 2. Let's proceed another example. 5 square root of 4 minus 2 square root of 4. Mapapansin ninyo, parehas, like this one is an example still of alike radicals. So just copy the numerical coefficient, that is 5 minus 2, and then the square root of 4. You can simplify the square root of 4 because square root of 4 is a perfect square number. So 5 minus 2, that is 3 square root of 4. 3 times 2, that is equal to 6. So our final answer, that is equal to 6. So let's have more example. Still, same or like radical. 6 square root of 7 plus 5 square root of 7 minus 3 square root of 7. That is also equal to 6 plus 5, that is 11. 11 minus 3, that is 8 square root of 7. 5 square root of 6 plus 3 square root of 7 plus 4 square root of 7 minus 2 square root of 6. So, mapapansin ninyo, we have here two radicands, square root of 6 and square root of 7. So, just combine ito at saka ito. So, ko-combine po natin yan. So, magiging, at saka yung kabila naman at the other one. So, this will be 5 minus 2, that is 3 square root of 6. The other one naman is 3 plus 4, that is 7 square root of 2. Next, let's have here another example. Simplify its radical first and then combine. So, kapag ganito po yung given, balikan niyo po yung topic natin last week. You need to look or you need to think for the possible factor of the radicand. That one factor should be a perfect square number. So, katulad neto, 3 square root of 27. 27 is not a perfect square number, but if you find for the possible factor of 27, that one factor is a perfect square number, that is 9 times 3. So, just copy 3. Factor po natin ang 27, that is 9 times 3, plus 5, tapos ang 48, that is 16 times 3. Okay? So, perfect square number po yung una. That is 3 times square root ng 9, kaya po may 3. Since hindi po perfect ang square root of 3, kaya nandyan po. Plus 5 times square root of 16, ito po, naging 4. Times square root of 3. O, parehas na po ang radicand. Simplify natin muna. 3 times 3, that is 9 square root of 3. 5 times 4, that is 20 square root of 3. Same ang radicand, same ang index. So, simplify. 9 plus 20, that is 29 square root of 3. So, final answer natin is 29 square root of 3. Let's have another example. Ito na po yung mga nasa last po ninyo. So, 2x, the cube root of 24x plus 5, the cube root of 81x raised to the 4th power. So, kapag ganito po, yung tinuro ko lang din sa inyo last meeting, gagawa po muna kayo ng, isi-simplify po muna natin. So, you need to look for the possible factor of 24. So, 2x, ayan po, times the cube root of 24. Possible factor of 24, that one factor should be a perfect square number, that is 8 times 3. Okay, so 8 times 3x. Then, plus 5, the cube root of 20 or 81, that is 27 times 3. X raised to the 4th power. Mas mataas po yung exponent kaysa kay index. So, meron po tayong isang perfect cube root. So, ang gagawin natin, alam kong master nyo na to kasi naturo ko na sa inyo nung nakaraan isa-isa. So, x cubed times x. Kasi po, x cubed times x, 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. Ilalagay nyo lang sa unang part yung perfect cube root. Then, simplify natin. 2x times the cube root of 8. That is 2. Laging tatandaan cube root. Ano yung number na kapag minultiply mo sa kanyang sarili ng 3 beses, it will give you a product of 8. Tapos, ikakopy nyo lang yung cube root of 3x kasi hindi siya perfect. So, nasa loob pa rin siya ng radical sign. Plus 5 times yung 27x cube. Ayan po, yan ay 3x. Cube root of 3x. Simplify, so magiging 2x times 2, that is 4x. Tapos yung isa naman, 5 times 3, that is 15x. Combine like terms kasi we have the same index and radicand, or we have this same or similar radicals. So, cube root of 3x. Then, combine natin, magiging 19x. Tapos, cube root of 3x. Okay? So, be careful in writing your answer. So, next, cube root of 54x4 or x to the fourth power plus 3, or the cube root of 40 plus 3 the cube root or plus cube root of 16x4. Same pa rin pong gagawin natin. No need to think for the possible factor of 54 that one factor should be a perfect cube root. So, 27 at saka 2. 27 times 2, that is 54. 4 ang exponent, pas mataas sa index, kaya mayroon tayong isang perfect cube root. So, ayan po naging x cube, tapos x. Next, yan po. Plus cube root of 40. Anong possible factor ng 40? Cube root of 8 times the cube root of 5. 8 times 5, that is 40. Another one is the cube root of 16. That is, may x raised to the fourth power ulit. So, mas mataas ulit. So, meron tayong ulit perfect. The cube root of 8x cube times the cube root of 2x. Then, simplify po natin. Ito po ay magiging 3x times the cube root of 2x plus ito po, cube root of 8, that is, plus 2 times the cube root of 5 plus, ayan, cube root of 8 raised to x cube, that is, 2x times the cube root of 2x. So, ito po, combine natin to, pwede po yung i-combine. Okay? Kasi parehas po sila ng index, parehas din po sila ng radicand. So, just add po, i-add lang po natin 3x plus 2x, the cube root of 2x. And then, ito po, copy na lang, 2 times the cube root of 2x. I-separate natin siya kasi 5 lang po ang radicand. Then, combine na natin. 3x plus 2x, yan po, magiging 5x, the cube root of 2x, plus 2 times the cube root of 5. So, this one now is your final answer. Kasi po, hindi pwedeng i-combine si 2x at saka si 5. Magkaiba sila ng radicand. Okay, so let's have here another example. Paano naman po kapag ganyan po ang given natin? Ano kaya po ang magiging sagot natin? So, 5 times 48. Ano yung possible factor ng 48? So, kailangan nating hanapin. So, sisimplify muna natin, or 5 times 48. Ano yung possible factor ng 48? That is 16 times 3. Nanginginig yung kamay ko. Tapos, minus 2 times the cube root of, yung 27 natin, 9 times, anong possible factor niyan? 9 times 3 plus, ayan, plus square root of 18. Square root of 18, yan po ay 9 times 9 times 2. Ayan. Then, sisimplify natin. 5. Ano yung square root ng 16? 4 times square root of 3. Minus 2 times, ano yung square root ng 9? That is 3. Square root of 3. Plus, ano yung square root ng 9? 3 square root of 2. Simplify, 20 square root of 3 minus 6 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 2. Pag sinimplify natin, ito lang ang pwede nating i-combine. So, 20 minus 6, that is 14 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 2. So, our final answer is 14 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 2. Proceed tayo. 75. Paano naman kaya to? 75 square root. Change tayo. Black. Okay, 75. Possible factor ng 75? Hindi na. That is 25 times 25 times 3 plus 27, that is 9 times 3 square root of 9 times 3 minus 2 square root of 3. Simplify. 25 times 3. Square root ng 25, that is 5 square root of 3 plus 9 square root ng 9, 3 square root of 3 minus 2 square root of 3. Mapapansin nyo parehas lahat ang kanilang radicand and the radical sign. So, ito po ay isang example ng similar radicals. So, combine 5 plus 3 minus 2 square root of 3. 5 plus 3, that is 8. 8 minus 2, that is 6. 6 square root of 3. So, yan na po yung sagot natin. Clear? Dali lang. So, next, 2x the cube root of 24. So, alam nyo na gagawin natin dyan. 2x the cube root of 24, that is 8 times 3x. 8 times 3x times plus 3 the cube root of 81 x raised to the 4th power, that is 27. Mas mataas kaya meron tayong isang perfect 3 tapos 27, that is 3x. Yung kasama niya 3x. Yan. Tapos next, simplify 2x. Cube root of 8, that is 3. So, natira na lang 3x plus 3, the cube root of 27x cube, that is equal to 3x. Tapos, cube root of 3x. Nakalimutan ko nang isulat yung cube. Then, 2x times 3, that is 6x. The cube root of 3x. Plus, 3 times 3, that is 9x. The cube root of 3x. O, same naman sila. Same radical. So, ano magiging sagot natin? 6x, 9x. That is 15x. The cube root of 3x. So, ito na po yung sagot natin. Diba? Dali lang. And then next, 827. So, ano mangyayari dyan? 8 times 27. Saan na yung ballpen natin? 8 square root of. Square root na yan. Kaya 9 times 3. Plus 3. Square root of 12, that is 4 times 3. Minus 4 square root of 75, that is 25 times 3. Why? 25 times 3 is 75. Then simplify. 8 times square root ng 9, that is 3. Natira na lang square root of 3. Plus 3 square root ng 4, that is 2, square root of 3. Minus 4 times square root ng 25, that is 5, square root of 3. Simplify. 8 times 3, 24, square root of 3. Plus 2 times 3, that is 6, square root of 3. Minus 20, square root of 3. So, pare-parehas ulit ng radicand. 24 plus 6, that is 30. 30 minus 20, that is 10. Square root of 3. So, ito na po ang sagot. Clear? Okay, so thank you so much. Please review para po masagutan nyo po yung inyong activity sa classroom.